Alright, I just went out and bought my sister her Christmas gift. And she's really into Harry Potter. So I got her this pillow. But not just this pillow. Platform 9 3/4. Yeah. It's... Oh! Almost dropped that. Oh my gosh, that was a close one. Holy frick. Oh man, okay. I got her platform 9 3/4 and this pillow that has all the classes on it. Ravenclaw, Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, and Slytherin. With a giant old Hogwarts logo right there. In the back it's nothing. Oh, by the way, platform 9 3/4, that's a piggy bank. Don't know if you can see that slot right there. Yeah. Alright, now that I got that out the way. Really hope she doesn't see this video. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get on with the video, because I know you guys have been waiting for this one for a long time. Roll that intro! What'd I miss? Hey, what's going on, guys? Jer-bear here, and today we are back with Thomas Sanders. Sanders Sides. It's been a long time. I know. But we're here. This one is Why Do We Get Out of Bed in the Morning, and I'm super excited to watch. But first, I'd like to give a quick thank you to Yat Wood and My Bleeding Heart for making me fan art. And this fan art is actually going to be on my channel. Yat Wood provided the Yat Wood provided the profile picture. I'm going to put it right here. Little sneak peek. And My Bleeding Heart provided the banner, which is right up there. Yeah, up there. And you're going to see those on my channel, hopefully, because I'm going to put them up right after this video. Alright? So, let's... Oh yeah, in the last video, you guys told me that Joan was non-binary, which means he has no gender, right? And that he prefers to be called them or they instead of him. Yeah, alright. So, but from now on, I'm just going to call Joan by his name. By their name. That's going to get a while to get used to. I'm sorry. But I'm learning, alright. So, let's get our headphones in and let's get watching. In 3, 2, 1, let's react.
I don't really know what funny thing to do before this video, so do we want to just do impressions of sound effects? Dominic, go. Lamination on a book, nice. Joan?
Snorkel.
What was that?
That was a diving instructor saying the word snorkel.
Gotcha. Dariana? You guys are really bad at impressions.
Dang.
What is up, everybody?
Sorry, I thought this was my YouTube channel.
Today I am with my friends and we are going to be playing the shoe stack challenge. You guys know how this works?
No.
Basically, we're going to start off by taking off all of our shoes.
Okay.
I took mine off at the door.
Well, go get them, Kyle. Come on, jeez. And we're gonna stack one shoe after another in a person's arms until they can't hold anymore.
What?
And the last person to add their shoe to the pile to make the shoe holder drop all the shoes has to smell every single shoe in that pile.
I'm not smelling anyone's shoes.
Yeah, me neither.
Guys, come on.
What if the shoe holder decides to intentionally drop all the shoes to make that shoe stacker smell all of the shoes?
Well, I would hope that you all are good people and you will respect the rules of the game.
You shouldn't.
No.
Okay, Dariana, you're first.
Nope. Not touching anyone's shoes.
You got it. It's the games.
This does not sound like a fun game.
Well, I didn't think of anything else to do today.
Clearly.
Yeah, it sounds like you just wanted to play Jenga, but you decided to shoehorn a couple other elements into it.
Well, maybe, but we
Shoehorn.
still...
Shoehorn?
No, yeah, I got it. But, you know, we still gotta play the game, so...
Listen, why don't we come back when you have a plan that's a little more ironed out and doesn't involve smelling other people's shoes?
Okay, I guess. Bye, everyone. Thomas, I trust that I don't have to explain to you. just how weird that was. I know, Logan, I know. Not one of my better game ideas. I'd say so. Where on earth did you come up with that? My house. Of course. How did you come up with it? Oh, man, it just came to me. Right after I asked my friends to come over and I hit record on that there camera. What? You've known that you had to make a video today? Yeah, I did know that. Okay, so what is this about? I don't know. I guess I just wasn't feeling it today. Feeling what? And do not say motivated.
Didn't we deal with that?
That is what I thought.
A couple episodes ago.
Thomas, didn't we work through your motivation issues on February 28th of last year? Planning was the key to helping you. You're right. Well, now you're just pandering to my fondness for being told that I'm right. You're right! Looks like I need to buckle down and work harder to plan things out in the future. If you all find yourselves lacking motivation or procrastinating... Okay, now you're just recycling the very same monologue that you delivered at the end of the losing motivation video. You can click here to see that. Ah, you got me again. I guess I lacked the motivation necessary to write a unique conclusion for this video. Or the motivation necessary to write a more subtle joke, apparently. But it'll be better from here on out. It was just today. Today was a flute. You mean a fluke? A flute is a wind instrument and a fluke is an unlikely occurrence. Ah, knowledge. That's why I love you, Logan. Today was a fluke. Unacceptable, Thomas. I will not have you lying to yourself. You called? Deceit! Get out! Leave me alone, you slippery snake! Oh, really? Double birds? See what happens? Yeah, he's a slimy boy! A slimy boy, Logan! I think his scales are just smooth. To the best of my knowledge, he does not excrete slime. No, okay, well, what if I really, sincerely try to plan and get motivated? With all my heart. You can tell yourself that all you want, Thomas, but I think there's something more at the core of this issue. Maybe it's time that we take a look at the bigger picture here. You're talking about that picture? Yes, I still don't quite understand it. I just liked it, Logan. I don't know why you're so confused by it. Like, this is like the 7th time you've asked about it. Never mind, it doesn't matter. Now that we're
yeah, it does matter.
At hand. Although, the big picture has me thinking, if you fully understand what it's all for, could that be enough to motivate you? What do you mean by it? All of it. Everything that you do. But in order to look at that, we will need Roman. Whoa! Yeah, you suck at summoning, Logan. You pulled my hair! I apologize. I usually don't call others in. Typically, I can just work things out on my own. And yet this time you called someone. And it was Roman? Oh, I know. 2 tickets to Surprise City. You and me, right? I get the window seat. You encompass many of Thomas's hopes and dreams. It would be foolish not to include you in a discussion concerning Thomas's hopes and dreams. Yeah, I'd appreciate it if you didn't talk about me behind my back. Oh, I wouldn't talk about you behind your back. You would still hear everything I was saying. I would talk about you in another room. Fair enough. Of course, you and I
being
have
honest.
our differences. We disagree on many things. Yeah, understatement much. Wow. But there is one subject matter on which we have always agreed that Thomas needs improvement. How he spends his time. True that, Pat. I'm Logan. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. It's the glasses. It totally throws me off. I don't believe you. I think you're just being a jerk. Anyway, I have a hypothesis about why our efforts to push Thomas towards a more productive lifestyle have been unsuccessful. There's a disconnect between what needs to be done and Thomas's understanding of why it needs to be done. If we can manage to make the items on Thomas's to-do list serve as regular reminders of Thomas's endgame, then I believe we will see some improvement in his productivity. Meaning that the tasks themselves will motivate Thomas to perform said tasks. Bravo, Logan. See what happens when you guys work together? Thomas, can you let the grown-ups work this one out? Thank you. Thank you. You're like the myth of the great man baby. Looks like a man, acts like a baby. I'll be quiet. So now we are tasked with reminding Thomas about, putting it simply, why he does everything that he does. Oh, well, I'll gladly explain that to you, Thomas. Oh, I mean, we'll gladly explain it to you. What the?
What?
Get it! Get it back! It's all about achieving ultimate fame, riches, and living in a mansion hidden by a waterfall on the side of a mountain. Wait, what? No. Apparently our viewpoints do not align.
I mean, that is awesome, but...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not
What
ethical.
aspect of that picture that I just painted didn't sound perfect? For starters, Financial security is nice, but the term riches doesn't have any set value. That makes riches a potentially unattainable goal. A millionaire doesn't look very wealthy standing next to Oprah Winfrey. Every time we reach a predetermined goal, we may very well decide that said goal
That's
isn't
a lot of
rich
zeros.
enough. That's the danger with pursuing riches. It can be defined in almost any way. Totally. I mean, in The Witcher 3, if you wish for Master Mirror to make you rich, he only gives you like 5,000 crowns. Like, that's rich, Master Mirror? It costs like 2,000 crowns to get a good piece of armor. I never thought I would be able to say this without seeming like a hypocrite, but you are a huge nerd. As for your other point, notoriety does have its advantages, especially in regards to opportunities that might have otherwise been unavailable to you. It opens many doors, if you will. That said, you already suffer from severe social anxiety, and the more widely recognized you become,
yes,
the
it's
more
coming up
frequently
next.
strangers will approach you in public when you are unprepared to socialize. You called? Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
yep.
sorry. No, we're just chatting. All right. Just be careful what you talk about, because I'm listening. Hi, Virgil. Said Thomas. Okay, well, what about my mansion? Oh, yes, of course, that. What about it? It's stupid. There's a million reasons why that's a bad idea. Okay, well then if my ideas are all so stupid, why don't you explain why we must do everything that we do, Mr. Smarty Pants? Gladly. Thomas. Geek Squad? More like Squadless Geek. You're alone. Well, you're lashing out like a little bratty baby. I'm going to take the figurative high road and ignore your name calling. But you just called me a little bratty baby. Thomas must do everything that he does in the sole effort to sustain a viable lifespan conducive to the human body. What? Boo! You don't want me to live a long, healthy life? I mean, like, sure, whatever, but, like, why? What is it all for? For that purpose alone. Life is an astronomically unlikely privilege, and it should be taken very seriously. You must handle yours responsibly. To borrow some of the words of Alan Moore, in human coupling, millions upon millions of cells compete to create life for generation after generation until finally, against unfathomable odds, it is you. Only you that emerged. To distill so specific a form from all that chaos, it's like turning air into gold. Yes, but what is your reward for a lifetime of effort? Life is the reward. I'll provide you with an illustration. Let's say that you're the type of person that really appreciates automobiles, and your Aunt Patty gifted you a Lamborghini. How would you treat it? Would you enter into a demolition derby and destroy it? No, you would keep it clean, you would keep it safe, and you would make sure that it sees all of the necessary maintenance. Any behavior to the contrary would demonstrate a lack of appreciation for the gift you've been given.
Perfect circle.
All right, listen. You want to bring visual metaphors into this? You got it. If you've been gifted this shiny car, rims of gold, windshield of diamond. Windshield of diamond?
Is that practical or? Yeah, not practical at all.
Oh. Yeah, that didn't sound like a very functional design plan. Are you going to tend to it, protect it, and never actually take it out on the open road? Are you going to keep that noble steed cooped up in the stables for the entirety of its existence? Yes? No! You're gonna saddle up, see the sights, and ride it into the night! You're mixing metaphors. We're talking about a car, not a horse. Okay, Logan, a car, your example, is a man-made method of transportation, meaning it is designed to take you where you want to go. It's not a trophy, it has a purpose. Your body should be treated the same way, as a vessel that takes you where you want to go in life. Never fail to impress myself. Well, the car in your illustration just crashed, so I don't think it will be taking you very far. Also, you spoke of how our existence, in exactly the form that it's taken, is a miracle, right? Yes. We beat the odds. Sure. We won the friggin' existential lottery. I hope you know that my agreeing to a point that I made is not a win for you. If we're so lucky to be here, then why should we play it safe now? Expand on your rhetorical questions, please. What do you mean by playing it safe? Play it safe, you know, like settling for a life that's just fine. You talk of maintaining this life that you've been given, and that's the point of it all, but the point of life can't just be effort for effort's sake. That effort should go towards reaching some sort of peak. Some sort of beak? What? No. Like climbing a tall tree all the way up to a bird's nest. Birds have beaks, and from there I will be able to take flight. You know what?
You lost me.
Sure. You took the long way around, but we got there. A high point. Everyone's got a dream. We all remember the song from Tangled. And they're typically not easy to achieve. But we cannot let that be a deterrent. And we can't take half measures. We must hone our craft. Or crafts if you want to be a Renaissance man, Thomas. Maybe. Everything we do must be in service to realizing our dreams. Everything he does can't be in an effort to realize his dreams. What about eating? Thomas isn't Pac-Man. He can't eat his way to victory. That does sound awesome, though. May I try it? And as far far as reaching your peak is concerned, it's beak. Whatever. There is always a chance that something will bar us from crossing the metaphorical finish line. Yes, we're lucky to be alive in the first place, but luck runs out. This life is uncertain. We can't accurately predict each twist and turn like we might be able to if this was a scripted series. Nods in agreement. Thomas, that wasn't dialogue. What? Oh,
Gosh.
one thing that is well within Thomas's ability is keeping his body healthy, so that should be the priority. Pursuing your passions is all fine and good, but at the end of the day, you must come first. The human being, not some hypothetical best-case scenario. Wow, someone doesn't like happily ever afters. Okay, pain in the Nexus instruments. What does Thomas putting himself first mean to you? I'm glad you asked, you quixotic, quarrelsome, I'm not good at nicknames. Nope. So I was a good start, though. But to answer your question, Roman, healthy habits. Take, for instance, the sleeping schedule we've gone over before. We've stressed its importance, but why is it important? A consistent sleep schedule helps with one's circadian rhythm, which is basically a 24-hour internal clock. One important function of that clock is ensuring hormones like cortisol and adrenaline are released about 1 hour before you need to wake up. This allows your body to gently wake up naturally, preparing you for when the alarm clock goes off. Wait, so is that why some days I'll sleep in but still feel drowsy? Precisely. And when that's the case, how can one enjoy their day? So, how to maintain your circadian rhythm? Maintain your sleeping habits. This includes turning off electronic devices 30 minutes before bed. But Twitter? Nope. Tumblr? No. Tinder? No. Twinster? Now you are just making things up. Actually, no. It's an app that shows you what you'd look like if you had an identical twin. See?
Just
Wow, my
glasses.
twin kind of looks like you, Logan. Absolutely no technology 30 minutes before bed. Also, you should only
I
associate
ain't past that
your bed
time.
with sleep. And one other thing. So only use it for those two things. No working or eating in
Oh.
bed. Okay, well, there goes Friday
Baby
night
making.
pancake and pillow fights. It's funny, the way you phrase that sounds like you would be fighting with both pillows and pancakes. That's exactly what it was. It was a disaster. I'm not sad to see it go. One of the most important aspects of any sleep schedule is going to bed and getting up at the same time every day. Except weekends. Even on weekends. Bro!
Whoa!
Okay, Dad. You called? Oh, no, I was just, making fun of Logan. Oh, sounds like all you're doing is calling him a cool guy. See him? That's Patton, Roman. All right, see this? Serious business. That, silliness. All right, you guys play nice. Love you, Patton. Love you, Thomas. And Thomas, this should be an easy note, yet you do this all the time. Do not eat large meals right before bedtime. But a big meal makes me sleepy. You may think so, but your body still has to digest that food, which makes it very difficult to fall asleep. Gastric emptying can take around 4 hours to complete. If you're hungry before bed, eat a small, healthy snack. This snack over here is
Or drink some water.
finished or not. That's only one healthy habit to work on. In the same vein as my last point, a proper eating schedule can be just as beneficial to Thomas's happiness and well-being. Food is important for energy, and spreading food intake to smaller meals and snacks 6 to 8 times a day, rather than 3 large meals a day, can prevent overindulging. Wow. Drinking regularly is maybe even more important. Aha! So with the boring lifestyle you're proposing, Thomas has to get all boozed up to feel fulfilled. No, I'm referring to Oxidane, or water. The only, shots I endorse are vaccines. You can
That's an
throw
old
that
one.
vocab card away. It's a little dated. Research shows that just 1% dehydration can negatively affect your mood, attention, memory, and motor coordination. If your
Jesus.
blood lacks proper hydration, it could become concentrated, leading to increased blood pressure and quicker exhaustion, preventing you from performing more tasks throughout the day. Why are you drinking out of a blender? This is the biggest container that I have. Great. You've pushed your extremist water agenda. Are we good? We also hear that exercise is good for you. But how is it good for you? How? Well, just skimming the surface, any type of regular physical activity can help reduce the risk of several diseases, like type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and cancer. He'd be getting a great deal more physical exercise if he were out there seizing opportunities rather than in here going through an endless cycle of water guzzling. Wow, Roman, you're still just not understanding the idea of balance, are you? Balance? You want to talk about balance? Do you know how many tasks Thomas and everyone else must complete in a day? People of all ages have schoolwork, jobs, passions to pursue, corn to eat. Ignore that last one. That's just scratching the surface. There's just too much stuff. There is no perfect balance. It's still completely doable if you chart it out thusly. You must allocate an adequate amount of time for sleeping, your 6 daily meals, dental hygiene, general hygiene, exercise, work, and pursuing your dreams, I guess. Wow, you've really got it all worked out, huh, Logan? Yes. All right, well, we started this conversation because of the videos. How do the videos fit into this? It's your job. It's a nice job because it encourages you to research various topics, garner knowledge, and apply that knowledge. However, its primary benefit is providing income. Income that should go towards feeding yourself, paying rent so that you have shelter from the elements, and so that you can afford medical help should you need it, etc., etc. That's what you think the primary benefit is? That is why I want him motivated to make these videos. Knowing what these videos are doing in service to his creative aspirations and to the people watching them is great and all, but being able to provide a stable day-to-day lifestyle is paramount, and that should be the driving force that keeps you going. Wow. Thomas, do not let him confound you with rhetorical devices and health facts. He literally could do that with any topic he wanted to sound important, like brushing your teeth. If you don't brush your teeth, it could lead to gum disease, digestive issues, or even problems with the heart and other major organs.
Really?
See? Are you saying you don't want me to brush my teeth? No, I'm just saying that can't be the bigger picture. Yes, you can abide this day-to-day routine, but what comes after? What is it all for? Yeah, please tell me that endless cycle isn't all that you see for Thomas, Logan. If you paid attention to my pie chart, you would have seen that there's time reserved for extracurricular. This is a super system. Well, it sounds more like a pee-pee system. Why didn't you say pooper system? That would have at least rhymed. If you spend your days tending to yourself like a houseplant, you'll never grow like a mighty elm. Elms need tending. Elms take chances. Gotta make the canopy to get your share of the precious sun before some other tree overshadows you. There's lots of pretty imagery there. Logan, you have crafted this overstuffed routine like a sculptor who builds statues out of horse dung. Do you think that if Mozart only had 2 minutes of piano practice a day, he would have been as prodigious as he was? You can't throw away your days on mundanities. You must make your time count. Take, for instance, all the great artists of the Romantic era, all the wonderful works they're remembered for. One of the main things they stressed was the importance of individuality, and it takes more time than Logan's system allows to establish that. Life's rewards lie in sharpening your skills, in the possibility of becoming the best at something, so that you can leave a legacy, like Shakespeare, or Frida Kahlo, or Bob Ross. They're remembered for being the best of the best of the best. Like them, you should strive to leave your mark on the world, or beyond this world. Until you've reached the height that you want to reach in life, that must be the priority and your main driving force. Meaning some sacrifices must be made. Forget sleep. You could be writing. Hanging out with friends? Only specific friends that can help you on your path to achieving your dreams. But what if my dream is to care for my friends? Then you will care for your friends better than they have ever been cared for in their entire lives. Yes! What you're suggesting is preposterous. I don't know the meaning of the word. It means ridiculous. Really? That's what it means? Thank you. I just learned something. But also you're wrong. Look at any romantic hero in history. Mary Shelley, Van Gogh, Edgar Allan Poe. If they failed, it was the world's fault. They were still regarded as brilliant for their time. Like them, we should cling to our passion and make our existence mean something. And nothing should be allowed to get in our way. We can't give up, even when it's hard. Take, for instance, a visual metaphor of mine own. Say you are in the process of battling a mighty manticore chimera. Manticores and chimeras are both creatures that are combinations of several animals.
Yeah.
And putting them both together? You bet I am. Can you even imagine what it would look like? So you're facing this manticore chimera, and let's say you're wounded. You've got a broken leg or something. The beast doesn't care. It's not going to let up, and you must persevere. If you're wounded, then you should probably get out of there, tend to those wounds, and come back to fight again when you're healthy. Also, why would you be fighting such a dangerous fictional beast on your own? Bring other people with you to make the feat easier. What is your obsession with making tasks harder than they need to be? If that's your dream, then it's purely chimerical. Well, yes, because there's a chimera in it. No, chimerical. Existing only as the product of unchecked imagination. How can you be teaching me so many words, but also be so wrong today? Earlier I spoke of heroes, artists, and people of note, but how about these people of note? Your family. My family? So many of your ancestors took chances, endured hardships, risked their lives for you to even exist today. Follow in their footsteps. You could very well be what your entire family tree was leading up to. Make them proud. Wow. Listen to you. At least when I'm trying to prove my point, I use facts rather than flowery language that lacks any real substance. Easy, egghead. Over easy. This isn't just stirring imagery. It's steeped in truth. Pardon me while I laugh. I feel like what you're emphasizing is what you always choose to focus on, whether it be cartoons, romance, or even Thomas's future plans. Fantasy. Well, yeah, Logan, it's kind of me. It's kind of my thing. But why put so much importance on fiction when the world is already as wonderful as it is? Why do you have to keep making things up or dreaming about what could be rather than appreciating what we do have here and now? You were dropped into this beautiful biosphere. You could be paying attention to it rather than missing it on your quest for high heights. You should read, explore, and learn about the world. What better way to learn about and appreciate the world than by seizing all it offers to its highest achieving inhabitants? If you do the same thing day in and day out, you will find that your appreciation for this life has depreciated over time, like eating your favorite food for every meal of every day. That's why you need goals. A goal is
That's
the
gonna get
healthiest life
stale.
that can be achieved.
So-
Yawn, Logan. Uber yawn. Thomas, if you put all your passion behind Logan's daily regimen, you will find yourself years from now having whiled away your best days at a boring desk job, wishing for a better, more exciting life. And every day you will ask yourself, why didn't I do more in life? Why didn't I just listen to Roman?
Oh my gosh.
Well, better to be healthy and safe than sick or dead. 'Tis better to have risked and lost than never to have risked at all. He has to be healthy before he can pursue any of the nonsense that you're suggesting. Oh, so now I'm nonsense. Well, at least I am not
it was
a
such a
bore
big
and
mistake
snore
bringing you
times
into the
4
conversation at all.
eyes. Nerd! Crap! Guys, what are you still arguing about? We were discussing the most important reasons behind why you do everything that you do. Yeah, and it worked. Wait, what? I am pumped up now! But we never decided who. Look, both of your arguments had some really strong points. They also each had some weak areas in there, so of course the solution is somewhere in the middle. Making sure that I tend to my body and practice healthy habits as best as I can will help me each day to make videos that allow me to live properly. And my health and videos are also a way to help me take chances and push forward deeper into the unknown. That sounds cool. Each day is an opportunity
Yeah.
to marvel at my daily life and dream about what's around the bend. And I shouldn't let any of that go to waste. Thank you guys. You're welcome. You're welcome. You know, you guys might not think so, but you two make a really good team. I'm just saying that right now. It's good. It's good. Well, that's good to hear. Now, be sure to ask for Roman's help with the next game that you create. Thank you for bringing that up. I was honestly a little miffed Muffet when I realized he didn't come to me for assistance on that one. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just kind of spotted my game of Jenga in the corner and then looked down at my shoes. But actually, you two may have helped come up with a new game for me. It's going to require people to write out stories on big construction paper and then act it out using puppetry. I love it. That sounds more like a puppet show than a game, but sure. Yeah, well, we'll see. It can be fairly common for each of us to lose our drive, our main reason for going, every now and again. In moments like these, it might be helpful to take stock in our surroundings, remind ourselves of what we hope to achieve, and examine how we conduct ourselves on a daily basis. Small course corrections like these can go a long way to helping us embrace each new day with excitement and hope. Until next time, take it easy, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Peace out. What you up to over there, Patton? Oh, I'm just appreciating that big old picture over there. It is strangely calming. I'm glad we made a video today. They make people happy. You know, I think that's what it's all about, really. Just trying to add a little bit more goodness and light into the world. Wow, that is really nice, Patton. Shame that Logan didn't call you up for that conversation. Seems like you would have made some good contributions. Well, what are you gonna do? Every dog has its day. Patton, I don't think that you know what that means. Well, to each his own. Also no.
Wait.
Well, may the force be with you.
That's Disney, and it's gonna get copyrighted. All right, no, great. You know, that puppet thing reminded me of when I was in elementary school, and I had to make a sock puppet. I remember when I was doing the performance, my eyes fell apart, and I had to improv. I can't remember what I improv, but everyone else found it hilarious. I remember using a weird accent because I was an alien. I remember having like freaking one of the horns, red eyeballs. It was a black sock. That much I remember, but I can't remember the story. Dang, that sucks. Great message with great points in there. Sometimes when you're making a video, you kind of forget that you're making it for other people who want to watch your content, and it's great to hammer in that idea a couple of times, because it's something where it becomes the norms, and you just need a little reminder. You know? Anyways, with all that being said, I'd like to give one more huge thank you to My Bleeding Heart and Atwood for the fan art. Yachtwood for the fan art. It's freaking awesome, and just thank you so much for it. I'll be putting it up right after this video, so I really hope YouTube just gets on that, because I don't know how long that'll take. But yeah, if you guys want to see the original video, I'll leave the link in the description down below. As always, I hope you're having a good day. I know I am, and peace.